The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Philip found Nathanael and told him, "We have found the one about whom Moses wrote in the law, and also the prophets, Jesus, the son of Joseph from Nazareth." But Nathanael said to him, "Can anything good come from Nazareth?" Philip said to him, "Come and see." Jesus saw Nathanael coming toward him and said of him, "Here is a true child of Israel. There is no duplicity in him." Nathanael said to him, "How do you know me?" Jesus answered and said to him, "Before Philip called you, I saw you under the fig tree." Nathanael answered him, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." Jesus answered and said to him, "Do you believe because I told you that I saw you under the fig tree? You will see greater things than this." And he said to him, "Amen, amen, I say to you, you will see heaven opened and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." The Gospel of the Lord. Bartholomew, or Nathanael, is one of my favorite stories in the Gospels of the calls of the apostles. And one sort of important detail is when Jesus tells Nathanael that he has seen him under the fig tree. There are different ways that that's been interpreted in history and in scholarship. And primarily what I understand is just two different ways. One in which the being under the fig tree is kind of an expression saying that he's awaiting the Messiah, something that they would have understood in their context there. But another is simply that it was a literal thing, that Jesus is saying, "I literally saw you when you were under the fig tree." In a sense that maybe it was Nathanael was in a private place and maybe he was just praying, where he thought nobody else was around him or could see him. And Jesus says, "I saw you there." And I like to think of that second reason as perhaps the reason that Jesus's words are so powerful for Nathanael. Because it all kind of comes back to his first statement to Nathanael. That Jesus, seeing Nathanael, comes to him and says, "Here is a true child of Israel. There's no duplicity in him." How beautiful that his first words to Nathanael are words of encouragement and that would uplift him for sure. I like to think that that's what broke the sort of hard shell that Nathanael had as he was initially talking about Jesus, right? There's nothing good that can come from Nazareth. But with these words of encouragement, his heart has just opened up, these words of love. And it works because Jesus saw him under the fig tree, maybe that place where he was just praying in private. And so Jesus proves that he knows who Nathanael is and affirms that quality in him. There's no duplicity in him. And that's a powerful thing for him to experience, I'm sure. And I think it's a good thing for us to hear as well as we listen to this example in the gospel. Sometimes when we approach Jesus, we fear he will condemn us or, yell out against the evil that we've done. But in this example and many other examples in the gospel, we see how he first loves the person in front of him and then maybe calls them to a new way of life by following him or by turning away from a life of sin, but always starting with that place of love. And that's so true for the way that the Lord responds to each one of us whenever we come to him. Let us hear those words that he speaks to us. This is a true child of Israel, a true child of the church, which I'm sure he speaks of everyone who's present here in the Mass. And then allow him in that way to love us and transform us.